People Station V103. That's the trailer for the new movie Breaking In.
Nice.
Gabrielle Union stars as a woman who will not stop at anything to rescue her 2 children being held hostage in a house designed with impenetrable security. No trap, no trick, especially no man inside. Mother on a mission.
Wow.
I knew it was a good movie last night. Because, of course, we went to Atlantic Station last night.
Right.
And all of our people were in the studio. But when everybody in the studio is screaming, you know you got a hit. You know you got a hit, Gabrielle.
Oh, man. From your lips to God's ears, please.
Come on.
Please.
They were screaming in the theater. Ah! Like, I was like, wait a minute. This is Breaking In. This ain't Jason and Freddie. They were going for it last night. Congratulations.
Oh, good.
Gabrielle Union is in the studio. Frank and Wanda in the morning. Will Packer's in the studio.
Nice.
What up, family?
Good morning.
How you, man? You good?
I'm good. I'm over here with my producing partner.
There you go.
This is a little different.
Is it?
Gab was in front and behind the camera on this one.
Congratulations. Will talked about last night.
Thank you.
Tell us what's going on with that. So you're going into the production side?
Listen, I'm trying to create more opportunities for myself and everybody else too. I see what Will does and how many people he employs and how he can literally change the landscape of a city by bringing productions, to that city.
Nice.
And I want in. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, north side of Omaha, and if there's anything that I can do to put people to work, as being a part of the largest black family in the state of Nebraska, one of the largest in the Midwest, we suffer from a lot of unemployment, and I know what that means to provide opportunity and to provide employment. And I want in. So that's where that.
She's been doing it for a minute too, guys. I mean,
Awesome.
this is we've executive produced together a couple times before. She brought me in on Being Mary Jane. We did Almost Christmas together. She's producing on this one, and actually, G is being humble as always, but she is winning an award this week in Las Vegas. The biggest convention for exhibitors is called CinemaCon. She's winning the Breakthrough Producer of the Year award.
Wow.
So,
congratulations.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep.
That, you know what? I know it has to feel really good. Even being here in our city, we're seeing growth with, Will doing a lot of things, a lot of movies being filmed here. So everybody wants a piece of the pie.
Yeah. But
Which is awesome.
you always know who's first though. You know what I mean? I never forget because you see all the productions now.
Right.
There used to be a time where you only saw other black, people from Black Hollywood in the hotels. Now you got the Marvel Universe, you got all the, all the superhero movies, all these huge productions. But who was here first?
That's right.
Who was here first? Who was here putting people to work? Who was changing the landscape?
And that's what I said last night.
Of the city.
He was the one.
And who's? It's one thing to come here and thank you for the job, thank you for the employment, thank you for all the resources that the city provides. But it's another thing to also try to shape the political landscape and put people on.
Right.
It wasn't enough for me to live here for 7 years on Being Mary Jane and all the films I've shot here. But if I can help put people in office that actually give a damn about the people of this city, I'm gonna do that too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We talk about Stacey Abrams.
Yep.
You know who I got the call from? Rashida Jones and Tracy Ellis Ross. They're like, we've got to work some more Black Girl Magic. We saw what we did for Keisha Lance Bottoms. We got to do that for Stacey Abrams.
And Stacey is the black woman running for governor of Georgia, of course, for those out there. Listen, Wanda, we're not just going to skip over this box of pastries what we not going to do.
That's what we're not going to do. Well, Frank started talking, so I let him talk. But I do want to acknowledge the fact that you walked in this morning with a box of breakfast for everyone.
Absolutely.
And it's serious up in here this morning. That's what I'm talking
for Queen Wanda.
On your own. I'm glad you did it on your own.
Well, I mean,
nobody had to tell you to do it.
Well, I mean, I'm not. Well,
you did that,
Wanda. I just thought that you might. It's early in the morning. I didn't know if you had breakfast.
We appreciate you, Will Packer.
She went off on you.
I didn't even hear it.
Leave that box over. Let me see.
That's some good. That's that good Highland Bakery. I don't know if they for the pastry. That's that good Highland Bakery pastry right there.
That's that same box that was downstairs in the lobby.
What are you doing, Sophia? That's not.
That ain't fresh.
What are you talking about? I had them bake it. They baked it for me. I said it's for Queen Wanda. They put it together for my team, for my people.
There you go.
Look, Sophia just mad because ain't nobody bring her no pastries.
I don't eat pastries.
She likes sugar
That's too
now. She
hard.
loves sweets.
I like honey buns. I keeps it real.
And the wrapper, you like to unwrap your pastries?
Yeah.
All right. 8:10, everybody. 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break. Our guests are Will Packer and Gabrielle Union. And, Will, I told you I had something for you last night.
You did?
So I just want to show you when we come back.
Okay.
I got a letter
Okay.
for you.
Uh-oh.
And this is how God works.
Uh-oh.
This was amazing to me when I got this letter a couple days ago. And I'm like, man, this is how God works.
Uh-oh.
It goes exactly in line with what Gabrielle was saying. I'm going to do this for you coming up next right here on the People Station V103. Gabrielle Union, Will Packer
Yes.
in the studio. The name of the movie is called Breaking In. It opens when?
May 11th.
May 11th.
Mother's
Okay.
Day weekend.
Oh, nice.
Mother's Day
Oh,
weekend,
it
y'all.
should, as it
Listen,
should.
this for my fellas out there. I know you ain't figured it out yet. You don't have your plans. Don't act like you been thinking about. You know you ain't been right all year. Okay. I'm not saying it's the only thing you do for that amazing woman in your life, but get your ticket now. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
So you go get your nice dinner, nice movie. Say, baby, I got it. I got it taken care of. This is part of your Mother's Day
You can
plan.
get
I'm
your
helping
ticket
out my
now?
fellas.
You
Yeah.
can take it now.
Wow.
Tickets on sale now.
Y'all
Absolutely.
taking it to the next level.
Yes, and it's Mother's Day, so you know it's gonna be lit. So get that way you can get the good seat, so she know you thought about it in advance. Because if you show up and then you in row 2, she gonna know you just bought them tickets. You know what I'm saying? This for my fellas,
Get it in
real quick.
advance.
I'm trying to help them.
So Gabrielle, I just want to say this to you. I see like a female James Bond coming next.
Oh.
I see it. I see you playing that role. Girl, you were kicking ass in that movie.
Well, luckily I created a role that's you know, we're doing
Hanging off the side of steps and everything and jumping from floors.
So we created LA's Finest with my new production deal at Sony for NBC. So hopefully we get picked up with me and Jessica Alba. I'm trying to do more action.
You have it.
But did you hear how she said she created a role, Frank?
Yeah, I heard that.
Because there's a lot of people listening, like, I want to be the next Gabrielle. I want to, they
I'm not
trying to
playing
get
around
their
with it.
Instagram right and look
Yeah,
good and look
yeah.
a certain way. This one is killing it behind the scenes.
And you know
this
what
one's doing
wasn't
it on
involved?
multiple levels.
Flat tummy tea. I'm gonna tell you right now. Flat tummy tea and waist training was not involved in the creation.
They don't need your
let's
Fashion Nova
let's
code in
refocus.
order
No, let's
to get to
refocus.
where you sure?
On how we make things actually happen in Hollywood.
This is a beautiful thing. So listen, I want to tell you this real quick, Will. So a couple weeks ago, last week, went down to University of Miami to speak to the broadcast and journalism department, and one of the students that was in the class sent me a letter. But I just want to read a couple excerpts from the letter.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm speaking, which you do a lot, right? You go down,
I do.
speak at these colleges all the time, right?
Yep.
So this letter is from a woman named Ebony Jackson, and she says, "Thank you for coming to speak at the U. I'm from Marietta and used to listen to you and Wanda on the radio all the time. I'm a graduating senior here at the University of Miami, Business of Motion Pictures, Focus in Television. When I was a senior at Hillgrove, I had my first high school internship with Rainforest Films in Atlanta. It was my first taste of the film industry. While in college, I combined my interest of travel and interned at the Cannes Film Festival twice. And I worked with another company last May in L.A. And when I was in L.A., I ran into Will Packer, and he told me to keep in touch with him. I'm sending you this email 2 days after the class because I didn't know I was going to be in that class until I walked by and saw your poster at Miami that you were going to be speaking. And I learned so much. And one of the things you talked about was other people being able to speak for you as to your talents and abilities, and that opens doors. So my email to you is, if there's any way you ever meet Will Packer, can you give him my resume? Because he told me to send it to him.
Wow. Wow.
Is that how God works, dude?
Absolutely.
I'm in Miami
Absolutely.
last week.
Crazy.
She walks by, sees my poster,
Yep.
goes into a class, hears me speak, and I always give my student my email like you do.
Yep.
Sends me an email wanting to know if I can get the resume to Will Packer, and then here you are.
And
in the
now look
studio.
at us right here, and I'm absolutely going to take this email, Ebony Jackson, this resume. Frank has put it in my hands. I have it. We're going to reach out to Ebony Jackson. But you're right. It is. The doors
But
of
it's
the
how
church
God
are
works,
now
though,
open.
right?
But
you
she
know,
did the work.
She did the work.
She did the work.
And you know what I tell people all the time? It's about being in places. You know, you just can't sit back like in your dorm room when somebody comes to the campus to speak.
Absolutely.
You go because you never know.
Absolutely.
She did internships. She went to school.
Yes.
She probably worked a lot for free.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Just to learn and absorb.
Definitely, if she was back in the old rainforest days. Let me tell you now, we didn't have it.
That's how you do it.
But that's how it manifests. You know what I mean? You put in the work, like Gab said. That's what it is. People are looking for. You know, this generation is very much like I want it now, and immediate gratification, and that's just not how it works in this business. Period. Point blank. You got to put the work in.
So there was a story we read where you're doing something with OWN now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm over there with Queen Oprah. So I got a new deal over there, and I actually have 2 new series, a drama series called Ambitions, which they ordered straight to series.
Nice.
And also a dating show. So there's a dating show that's going to be on OWN, and it's through the eyes of men. It's about men who are finally ready to settle down.
Oh, right.
Men who are ready to settle down, and we actually are basing it in Atlanta. And so you're going to get to hear what men think about women when women aren't around.
So there was a conversation, and Shayla was there with your wife. You remember we had this conversation at a bar about a year and a half ago, and you were there, and I was single, and I was talking about how messed up it is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And now look.
The whole dating scene. And look how happy you look now.
See?
Frank?
It could happen.
And me, I'm happy too. Look at
it. And then wait a minute. And then I heard that you're doing something with Kenny Burns.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? It's a movie called Fight Night. So it is actually based on a true story here in Georgia. It is the largest heist in the history of Georgia. There was some guys, some hustlers who robbed the after party after a Muhammad Ali fight here in Georgia.
Oh, wow.
I got the rights to the true story. Kenny Burns, Atlanta's own, he brought it to me, and we're turning that into a movie. I set it up at Universal.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, can
look
I
it up.
tell you this?
Look up Chicken Man, the true story of Chicken Man in Atlanta.
Okay.
The last time you were here, I wasn't here. I want to tell you that doggone Girls Night Out movie,
Girls Trip.
Girls Trip.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't seen you since Girls Trip.
Dude. Oh my God. I just want to tell you, best movie ever.
Appreciate you.
Best movie. And thank you for
Appreciate
finding
you.
Tiffany Haddish and putting her on the
Tiffany Haddish,
Dude,
yes.
You get a
Listen,
golden star.
Hey, Tiff.
But you done let her out the box. Now, you heard what she did on TMZ,
Let me tell
don't
you
you?
something. Y'all better help Tiffany with them damn bags. I know that.
You heard it. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Gabrielle, did you hear it?
No.
So she gets off the plane at LAX. Her and her girlfriends are trying to load an SUV up from top to bottom with all their luggage. The TMZ guy is standing on the side looking at them and not helping.
I'll tell you how f***ed up this shit is out here, okay? I fly into LA. TMZ standing there, like, with the camera, want to take a picture. We got 13,000 bags, all right? The man standing up on the pillar watching me and my girls load this Escalade up all by ourselves. He stood there and watched us do it, holding the camera. Stood there and watched us. As soon as we finish, he gonna come over and be like, can I ask you some questions? If you don't get the f*** out of my face trying to ask some damn questions, you could have been helping us. I would have stood there and talked to your ass for 30, 45 minutes. I would have told you who the f*** been Beyonce. I'd have told you every mother that you would have helped us with these heavy ass bags. You lazy motherfucker. I know your mama raised you better than that standing there. He stood up, leaned up against the wall next to the car and watched us.
She is so right. Men don't do what they used to do.
They need to. We need to get together. But Tiff is real as it gets.
Love her.
That is Tiffany Haddish.
Love
She
her.
was born to play that role,
Yes.
the role of Dina in Girls Trip.
Best movie ever.
Sometimes the stars align, and they align for her.
Yes. All
right.
But again, she was grinding, like Gab said earlier. Like we talked about the young lady with the letters.
Listen,
Right.
Gabrielle, we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you.
Thanks.
Taking it to the next level.
Absolutely.
All the stuff you're doing. Like just being able to be the full circle woman, standing up for women's health rights, the things you've been so transparent about your personal struggles and your
Yes.
personal life for women that women can relate to. And it is so good that you're doing that.
I'm trying.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Thank you guys for always supporting. So I appreciate
I
it.
just got an email too for Will Packer.
Oh God! Oh, this is where it goes left. Can we go to a
Yeah, we're going to a
break, a
breakdown.
commercial?
Yeah,
This
could you
is.
please ask Will Packer why he fired Lala?
Oh, there you go. Hey, yes, I go. I did not fire Lala. I would never fire Lala. Lala's
Can't
amazing.
fire Lala.
Absolutely not.
Lala,
She's one of the best in
can't fire
business.
Lala.
She's
Lala's one of
next.
the
She
best
got
in business.
next.
She's one
Absolutely.
of my closest friends.
One of the next
Lala has so
up-and-coming
many
act.
opportunities.
You hear that, Lala?
Yeah.
There's
good.
your line.
Not good.
All right.
There we
Will
go.
Packer, thank you.
guys.
Gabrielle Union,
May
thank you.
11th, Mother's Day. Get your
Mother's
tickets, y'all.
Day.
Stop playing.
Breaking in, V103. Let's go.